Good morning. We are here, Facebook Live, once again with Athena Sisterhood, and I am Jonalyn Cruzada, Goddess of Love, and this is my third Facebook Live sessions. Normally how we handle it is we have about a week that we take on. Each sister starts from Monday to Friday, and we actually created a nice, easy to follow template that we can just kind of guide us to, if we don't know what to speak about, this will actually help you. So today is day one, and that is the day one is what am I most grateful for? And I am really wanting to use this time. This is the last week of the last year of 2020, and quite frankly, you know what I'm most grateful for? Reflecting back on the year 2020 has to be, most importantly, is my health. And I'm sure you can all relate to that, as we all have struggled in one way or another with this whole pandemic looming. Hi, Julie. How are you? Good morning. Thank you for joining me. You are always such a loyal member. We can always count on you to be here, right? But anyway, I was starting off my talk with what is it that I am most grateful for? And like I said, it's our health, right? Being a cancer survivor, I have learned to never take my health for granted. I had a biggest scare of my life 2 years ago. I was diagnosed with breast cancer. It was stage 2, and the protocol was I had to go through 16 rounds of chemo and radiation and all that wonderful stuff. And as I look back now, I know that it was such a journey that really helped me become a lot stronger. And for that, like Tony Robbins says, problems are our gift, and our gift to really growing into becoming the goddesses that we are created to be. And I really took that time to hone in on so many of those things that I can now, my downtime. And pretty much, what I went through 2 years ago is what we all went through beginning of this year. We were forced to go on lockdown, quarantining, and that was same with my cancer journey. I was 16 weeks. I really had no energy to do anything. I was bedridden, and I tried to fight it. I remember in the beginning, first round of chemo, my body rejected it, because what I realized is the most important thing that I needed to keep healthy above all else is my mind, right up here. This is where it all begins. And when I really just try to fight the drugs that were being pumped into me, I went into almost like a shock. It was a seizure. I ended up in the hospital with a real high temperature. It was almost like, I forgot what they labeled it, but I went through a neutropenic state, which means I guess all of my immune system was shot, and I couldn't be exposed to be outside. I needed to really be bedridden and to build my immune system, my blood cells back up to a point where I can then be around people again. And I just couldn't understand that. It's like I wasn't sure exactly what was happening with my body and why it was doing all this and rejecting kind of like what I was thinking in my mind. But what I realized was, in my mind, I really didn't want the chemo. And what I needed to do is embrace that it was there to help me heal. And the minute I did that, then everything else fell into place. And, I knew it was a stretch. It was going to be this long haul of a journey for me to really learn to overcome. So the minute I embraced it, accepted it, then I think that the struggle became a lot more doable, a lot more palatable, if you will. And I remember yesterday, I actually heard this on the radio. It was such a great analogy. And the analogy was about, someone who, it was a lifeguard. And he says that the toughest ones to save were the big guys that refuse to give in, right? They think that they can actually swim, and they're fighting it, thrashing themselves in the water. And as the lifeguard approaches them, they are actually trained to not approach them while they're in that state of thrashing around and being really trying to survive. The minute that they get exhausted and the minute that they are about to sink, then that's when the lifeguard comes in and pulls them out of the water. And now at that point, the lifeguard has the ability to really pull them out of the water. And which is such a great analogy for me, because I really do think that that's what God does with us. You know, he sees us struggling. Yes, I mean, life is all about struggles. It's there, but it is a gift that helps us become our beautiful creation. And I really have framed every problem, every obstacle, challenge that comes my way to be just that. And life has become a lot more of an exciting adventure. And so when we had, back to the analogy of God saving us, you know, when we're there trying to fight them off and trying to do it our way and thinking, oh, I got this, and we exhaust ourselves to the point of just being able to do nothing about it, flat out on the floor, the minute we surrender, the minute we say, okay, God, you got this, then that's when he steps in. And I have experienced that in my life so many times when I thought I had it, I got this, I wanted to do this, I wanted to do it my way. And, you know, the minute that I surrendered, because God has a better plan for me, the minute that was my mindset and I surrendered, then magic happened, you know. And I can't explain that enough, because it's sometimes when I hear myself talk, I sound like a crazy person. You know, it's all about this mystical way of being, but it really does exist. It really does happen that way. And it's a beautiful journey. So I am so grateful that I have this ability to not only be healthy in body, but most importantly, healthy in mind, soul, and heart. And being able to line it all up and say that, you know, what is it that is my one true north that has allowed me to get out of all of these obstacles that life has presented my way. And it is my faith. You know, I really truly believe in a higher being outside of myself that is responsible, that is capable, more capable than I could ever be, in being able to really make everything possible. You know, everything is possible. And so, you know, for me, that is, you know, my journey. I really have been able to frame my cancer survivorship into a gift. And it's something that I don't take lightly. I know that it's not an easy battle for some people out there. I see that they struggle with even just the side effects, and not to diminish any of that, because it is very real. I was on the other side of it, and I remember being bedridden, not being able to get up, and wondering if I ever will be able to get up. And, you know, instead of focusing on my now at that moment, I really projected out to how I could see my life becoming. And when I now am here on the other side of that journey, I get to do all those things that I remembered thinking about. And here we are, almost the end of 2020. We did it. You know, we're here, we're standing. If you're watching this, you have air in your lungs, then congratulations, because we have overcome, and we are going to continue to, as long as we preface everything in a positive light. And not to say that it's going to be that easy, because it is a challenge. And I've seen and witnessed people really deal with COVID in a not so stellar way, and so many negativity is still looming out there. But as long as I have my mind and my ability to focus on the positive and choose to remain positive throughout the process, I really believe that my body will then follow, and that's when my immune system will come back up and fight whatever it needs to. And that is the best thing that I could do for myself, you know, really give myself that gift of health. And it's not just health of body, it begins in the mind. Remember, up here, this is where everything begins. So focus on and choose to really be the light. I mean, sometimes, you know, like we forget that we have a story. We have been given this gift called life. And the more we share with others, the more we really do help, right, in the grander scheme of things. And but then most importantly, first and foremost, you have to help yourself first and help those around you, and before you can even help anyone else out there. So that is something I've learned. You know, my journey for this year has been nothing short of magical. Meeting the sister and the sisterhood, Wei Li bringing all this Athena sisterhood to life and inviting us all in. I dove deep and got involved during my quarantine. You know, I got my real estate license. I really engaged with all the sisterhood and all the different programs, and even these Facebook Lives. My first one, I remember being so nervous and not knowing what to say. And my daughter Amanda was with me. We were in Hudson, New York, and I think I cut it short to 6 minutes because I just wanted to end it. I have this fear of public speaking. And to think that after 9 months, and this is my third installation of Facebook Live, I am just so much more comfortable. You know, I get to share and I get to help someone, and that is really a reality. And the more I've shared, I've had people message me on Facebook. I've helped save a marriage. I've helped save a life. It's been, you know, I'm like so in awe and so just humbled that God trusted me and gave me this gift and this life, the problems. Who I am today is because of all the challenges that I overcame, and I'm just so thankful for all of it. So I welcome you all. Hi, Yvonne. Thank you for joining me here, and thank you for always being so inspirational. Your words are so touching. You really have a gift with that, and I just invite you to continue to be that light for others as you use your words to really build worlds out there. You have no idea how many you are inspiring, so continue to do that for us. Julie, like I said, the ever so loyal sister, that is really the glue. I really believe that you are the glue that's keeping us all here. I have now, you know, taken on a lot of just bigger challenges in my life, which is amazing in all its glory. But it's really, you know, we have 24 hours in a day, so we get to choose what we're going to focus on. And I want to spend a little more time really getting more involved with the sisters again. And I welcome you all. If you're watching this and you want a platform that you can really dig deep and get to know yourself first and foremost. And as you get to learn how, you know, all these things and using all these tools, then that's how you share with others. You know, I think I've invited so many more. For example, Christina, my beautiful dancer, Christina, who I met with from the international dancers, right, Christina? Those are some great memories. And so she's here. I see her joining in, and thank you for you spending your time with me. And here we are Monday morning. Like I said, the last week of the year, and we get to now maybe write out our goals for next year. 2021 is going to be amazing. And as much as we kind of said, hey, 2020 was going to be my year. And with what happened, you know, people would probably say, well, you're a little crazy to think that was your year. But in all honesty, with all the growth that I've experienced and all the changes that's happened in my life and all the changes that's happened right here, this is where so many of the switches have changed. 2020 is my year. And I'm so thankful, you know, like I said, thankful to all of you, thankful to all of this, thankful for every bit of it. And who knows what 2021 is going to bring. But I know no matter what, because I am the author of the 2021, and God is actually, he's the author, I'm the co-author. So let's give him the glory, because that is where it all begins. That I know my story is going to be just as amazing as I ever wanted to be. You know, we get to pen that, and how it's going to end, who knows? But how it's going to go on every single day, that is up to us. We get to choose. It's the decisions we make and the life that we get to live. So I welcome you all. Hello, good morning. Yes, Yvonne, I know Athena Sisterhood is definitely, like I said, you know, so many beautiful, amazing, talented women who are there, and we are so willing to share so much of ourselves. And you know, these Facebook Lives, it can be a tough thing, but when you start to get in front of the camera and you start to share, and you see your sisters right there sharing in the journey with you, and you know that you're inspiring someone, you know, maybe not right now,
but this could go viral, you know, who knows. I always think my videos are going to go viral, but there's a purpose for it all. And no matter how small, every bit of it matters. And so I would like to invite you to come back tomorrow. Is my time almost up? Oh yeah, it's been 15 minutes. I can talk. But 10 minutes. That was supposed to be 10-minute talks, but here we are, minute 15. And I just want to invite you again to come back tomorrow. And I will talk about, what is day 2? The 2 things. I can't remember what's in my template. But, and if you have any questions for me and things you want to know, I invite you to put it in the comment as I read it. I'll be glad to share as honest as I can anything you need to know or want to know about me. And I am Jonalyn Cruzada, mother of 2 beautiful girls, daughter to 2 amazing, wonderful parents, friend to all, stranger to none. And I thank you so much. Love you all. Happy Monday, and enjoy this beautiful day. Power up and show up. Mwah! Love you all. Bye.